Welcome to the Daily Jing for Monday, April 3rd. Here's the quote of the day. Maya Angelou. Let's look at this link. Okay, the Maya Angelou link doesn't work, so let's look at Bertrand Russell. In human relations, one should penetrate to the core of loneliness in each person and speak to that. Yes. Okay, so let's look at reflection because your familiar essays need a certain amount of reflection. So this is what I mean by that. Okay, so here's an opening from a familiar essay that a student did, and here's my revision of it. So she says, I dramatically walked through the front door, slamming it behind me before my boyfriend, Jason, even got to the stoop. I flopped myself on the couch, sinking into the leather cushions with no intention of adjusting myself. Jason and I just got home from a short trip to the Elizabethtown Fair. My flip-flops were still on, but I didn't even care. My legs had the stability of warm jello. I was utterly emotionally and physically exhausted from only 2 hours at the fair. My mind felt like it had just run a 5K marathon, but I never entered into any race. Okay, so here's my revision with reflection and some voice. And I dramatize this kind of thing where she says I dramatically walked in. Well, how did you walk in? So I walked through the door and slammed it behind me. I didn't care that my boyfriend Jason was on my heels. He could deal with it. I flopped myself on the couch, sinking into the leather cushions with no intention of adjusting myself. I could care less. I felt a nasty little pout surfacing on my face. What had just happened, and why was I so angry? Reflection, right? Jason and I had been to the Elizabethtown Fair. We went there to have some fun, but had none. Nothing. Zilch. What is it with me these days? More reflection. I get irritated by the smallest things. He wanted to ride some ride. I told him I wouldn't. He called me a baby, and I yelled at him. Made a scene. That's not like me. More reflection. Jason is a sweet baby, sweet boy, but he doesn't get it. Nobody gets it. There's this demon and this angel inside me. No joke. I could break both their necks. Why can't they just leave me alone? I want a steady little life where I'm sailing on a calm sea. What do I get? Sudden storms all the time. My little skiff of life feels like it's going to be capsized. Jason opened the door and stood glaring at me. Come on, I thought. I wasn't a freak. You could have said something to comfort me. But no, he was angry too. He told me to get my damn flip-flops off the couch. I didn't even care. I couldn't move. My legs had the stability of warm jello. I was utterly emotionally and physically exhausted from only 2 hours at the fair. My mind felt like it had just run a 5K marathon, but I never entered into any race. I could feel tears welling up. Finally, he noticed me, really noticed me. His anger fell away. He reached for me. Okay, so you get the idea here is that you want to put the reader into the scene and you want to do this kind of voiceover reflection sort of thing every once in a while. Okay? Let's go back to the notes. Okay, so when are the peer reviews due? Let's look at the schedule. We're in the 10th week. I'm getting to your papers, so I'll have them shortly. This is the third. Actually, the peer reviews were due this morning. Okay? Peer reviews for the familiar essay due. They're due this morning. Due today, say. Okay? Make sure that you do them today. All right? Okay. I'll talk to you later.